Murray State head coach Dean Hood, the Racers coming off an OVC loss against nationally ranked UT Martin, another nationally ranked team, number 24 Austin Peay this week. Their battle of the border rival. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, this is going to be a big challenge for us. Austin Peay, third straight ranked opponent that we've played. UT Martin was a heck of an opponent, so was Sela, and it's kind of the same. Kind of the same game. We played really, really well for three quarters, and then just couldn't finish. The score wasn't indicative of the game. Our kids played really, really hard and battled, and it was a one possession game. I think 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, we just haven't been able to find a way to finish, and working hard as we can. Right now to try to get that corrected going into a tough opponent with Austin Peay.
All right, Coach. Thanks. Questions. We'll start with Jake. Go ahead, Jake, with your questions.
Coach, you look at what Austin Peay's been able to do. What separates them compared to some of the other teams you might have already faced?
Well, we played some similar, but I don't think as talented as them. But we've played some teams that had quarterback that could run the ball, but not as well as they do. You got three really good running backs. You got a ton of wide receivers, a ton of speed on the field, with a lot of catches. 10's got 38, one's got 25. So in number 0, 17, all those guys can run, catch the ball. So I mean we've played some teams, like that, but I don't think as talented as far as can run the ball and, throw the ball. I mean, the quarterback's throwing 61%, complete 61% of his passes, 14 touchdown to 5 interception ratio. So he's really good, and then defensively just, very, very active, really sound guys that can really run to the ball and hit you. So it's just, I've seen structurally some similar stuff, but not, I don't think, with that type of talent.
Coach, your defense at least in the first half of Saturday's game, I mean, would you say they played as well as they've played all year during that first half?
Yeah, they really have. I mean, it's unfortunate just because we haven't helped them. And then, of course, we've hurt ourselves defensively as well. But, we haven't helped, our defense. They played 89 plays against Sela. They played 95 last week. They played, I think, that many against Ball State and played really, really well all the way up and, to the end. So it's unfortunate that it looks like, like we're playing terrible on defense when you look at the final score, and it is what it is. The score, the stats are the stats. But that being said, we haven't helped our guys, with as far as turning the ball over, not being able to run the ball and control the clock, and those guys just getting, so many reps, and they're beat up themselves. So, I mean, then, that just starts to add on you, wear on you. I think it was, it was 9 minutes or 6 minutes or something. It's still a one possession game, and our defense got, fourth down stops, took the ball away, controlled the run until the last 6 minutes of the ball game. And, we just got to find a way to help them, and we got to hope that they just keep hoeing.
Most of the time when you throw 4 or 5 interceptions, it's normally not a one possession game, but the fact that you guys turned it over as much as you did, and it was still a one possession game, that's pretty rare at that point to still be in a game after, turning that ball over 4 times. Is that, I mean?
Oh, no question. I mean, just let you know how well our defense was playing, and you look at the final score and you're like, man, these guys aren't very good, we turned it over. I mean, not only that, we went for it on fourth down in our own end and didn't get it. And so that was another possession they had to play. We didn't punt the ball very well to help them. So, I mean, it was, a multitude of things that ended up leading to the shellacking in the last, 6 minutes of the game.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach, you had talked about, had some people banged up. Northington came back. I think he had 88 yards, if I'm looking at that right. What have you seen from him to have him healthy and giving you some yardage?
He's been great. We haven't had Q Jennings, who was our on the depth chart, number 2 since Jacksonville State. And then, Spoon's been hit and miss, with his injury. And so you want to talk about a guy that, really took hold of the next man up mentality. Cortez Jones has played some and done a nice job, but Northington, being a true freshman coming in, the thing that's impressed me about him is, just how intelligent he is, his understanding of the offense as a freshman. He's got a long way to go, but most guys aren't where he is, as a true freshman. And then just his physicality. He's a physical, punishing, runner as a young guy. And, we knew when he came in that, physically he looked like he was ready to play. And he's proved that, mentally and emotionally and everything else, he's ready to play.
And I know you kind of got this question last year when Austin Peay had left the conference about still playing him. So you got to play him this year. Going forward, you'll be in a different conference, but is this a game you'd like to play if both teams can make it happen?
Yeah, there's 3, games that your teams, that you would look at and say, man, we're right here. We got a history. It would be a great rivalry, Austin Peay and UT Martin and SEMO. That's three schools that are, right around the corner, for us and all former, OVC, opponents, 2 of them still in the OVC. And, so, I think any of those would be, good games, moving forward, for us when we go next year to the Missouri Valley.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time this morning. Best of luck this weekend, and then we'll talk to you again in 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.